Hello everybody, my name is Akatani Kwanoyo and I'll be demonstrating the preparation of an ideal studio setup in fundamentals of audio technology. Yeah, so with what I have here, I have the equipment that I need to prepare an ideal studio setup. So before I go any further, allow me to break down and just give an insight of the equipment that I have. So with what I have with me here, this is a MIDI keyboard it can be used to play any instrument. Yeah, and then with what I have here, this is an AKG condenser large diaphragm microphone, yeah, which is used mainly used to record the voice. Yeah. And what I have with me here, this is a printer type cable, which can be used to connect my MIDI keyboard or connect my audio interface. And then what I have with me here, this is a complete, the name is Complete Audio Tool. It's an audio interface. Yeah, so in simpler terms, it is used to convert electromagnetic wave signals to digital signals. And what I have with me here, this is a male to female XL wire cable. So mainly what this cable is used for is for the mics, and it has a provision of balance signal. Yeah. So with what I have here, this is a TRS cable which consists of a tip, ring, and sleeve, and my XRL cable, my male. Yeah. So this is a balanced cable.
Okay.
Yeah. So with what I have with me here, this is my XLR cable, male to female. Yeah. Which also has a provision of a balanced signal. Yeah. This is a pop filter that I will use with the provision of plosives, which is BPS. Yeah. With what I have with me here, this is a TS or an instrument cable, which is used to connect in instruments, e.g., bass guitar, leads, and acoustic. Yeah, and it doesn't have a provision of balance signal. You need something. And then with what I have with me here, this is a stand that I will be using to mount my AKG microphone. And this is a keyboard stand which I will use to mount my MIDI keyboard there. Yeah. With what I have with me here, these are monitor speakers. Yeah. So the main function of these monitor speakers or active speakers is that these monitor speakers have a provision of an amplifier. So they are quite different from passive speakers. Yeah. So they are mainly used for studio, yeah, and not live sound, to give that straight and balanced type of mixing, yeah, and accuracy. So before I go any further, let me, start mounting my speakers on my stands. Then on my adapter there, and then allow me to get my allow me to get my power cables. Power cables which I'll use to mount my speakers. Yeah, so I'm going to use these power cables which I'll use to power my monitor speakers or active speakers. So I'll start with this one. The name of these monitor speakers are Adam A7X. Yeah, so I'm literally powering it, inserting the power plug to my right speaker, and to my left speaker I also do the same. Set it there. Yeah, after inserting, I'll have to connect them to my plug or adapter. Yeah. So after connecting them, I'll have to now power them. So as you can see, so this is my computer that I'll use to connect to my monitor speakers. Yeah, and then I'll have to also get my digital interface, which I'll use to configure my MIDIs. Yeah, and the following. Yeah, so I use my printer type cable to connect to my audio interface, to my laptop or PC. Yeah, and I also have to mount my keyboard stand. It's okay. Yeah. I have to mount my keyboard stand. Yeah. On my MIDI keyboard. So I also need a printer type cable to configure my PC. My PC. Yeah, and then I have to set up my microphone stand. This approximately on my corner. Make sure I tighten the base. And make sure the following knobs are also tight. And then keep my AKG large diaphragm condenser microphones. and mount it to my AKG hanger. Yeah, so now I'm going to get my large diaphragm condenser microphone and mount it on my AKG stand. Make sure that it's tight. Yeah, and then mount it on my microphone stand. Make sure you tighten the knobs. Yeah, and then look for my, and then I'll need my XLR cable, male to female, which I'll use to connect or power up my AKG condenser microphone. So I'll look for the female side. This is the male side. You enter my audio interface, and this is my female side. My female part, I mean. Yeah, which I'll use to connect. Yeah, with no difficulty. My AKG right there from condenser microphone, and also connect it to my and then I will use the male part of the XLR of my XLR cable to connect to my audio interface. Yeah. And then I'll lastly get my pop filter, which I will mount to my microphone stand. Yeah, ready for recording. And then I will now therefore proceed to turning on my active speakers or my monitor speakers. As you can see, it's on. So I'll have to turn my knob to exactly 0 to make sure the sound that will be coming out is accurate and is balanced on both speakers. And here also, I'll make sure I turn it on and then turn the knob to 0 to make sure it is accurate and the two speakers are on the same level. Yeah. So after connecting my equipment, I will proceed to configure my MIDI keyboard in my sound card. So before I go any further, I'll first tilt my speakers to make sure they are directly, the tweeters of the microphone are at least, close to my ears or at the same height with my ears. So I'll tilt this one. And on my right, and also tilt this speaker on my left. Yeah, so then you can cut that. Yeah, just before proceeding with the configuration, yeah, we lastly need to, configure my speakers to my audio interface. Yeah, with my, as I said, this is my mail. I will now connect, yeah, my mail XLR to my TRS. So here in this case, I'll link it to 2. And then by my right, I'll link it to 2. Yeah. And my by my right, I'll make sure I link my mail XLR, make sure I tune it to a reasonable ear level. Yeah, and then insert it to my audio interface. Yeah, so now we have configured. And now I need to turn on my my mic, my microphone. And now, to configure my AKG microphone, I'll have to turn on my phantom power, as you can see, which this condenser microphone have a range which is 48 volts. Yeah, so my input channels, yeah, are just by default too, because as you can see here, I only have in 1 and in 2. Yeah, and then my sample rate, because it's 24-bit, I'll set it to 48. Yeah, so let's try to play the metronome. Yeah, and now I'll lastly configure my AKG microphone to my audio interface. Yeah, and my microphone only needs 48 volts. So as you can see, the moment I turn it on, there's a light there. And then come and confirm. Don't you come and see this? And the light, will let you know to say you have successfully configured it and it's powered. Yeah. It's working, it's in motion now. Yeah, so I'll lastly now configure my MIDI keyboard to my PC through my audio interface. Yeah, so I'll use a shortcut which is Control P or Control Preferences to just easily navigate. Yeah, and then go to my inputs, select Impact X61 Plus, which is here, as you can see on this MIDI keyboard, which means it's the only MIDI keyboard we're selecting here. There's no other MIDI keyboard. So we check everything, enable input from this device, include input from this device in all MIDI, enable, yeah, and then select OK. And then in the outputs, we also do that to the MIDI outputs too. Yeah, so enable output to this device, send clock to this device, do not send reset messages. Yeah, we have to select everything. Yeah. So we just okay, and then we further insert our use an organ. Yeah. So to make sure that the configuration was accurate, the MIDI keyboard will at least give us an insight to see, because for everything is powered up, everything is working. So let's confirm if we have correctly configured our MIDI to our audio device, yeah, and our speakers. So yeah, which shows that we have correctly configured our MIDIs, speakers, and all equipment which I earlier talked about. Thank you very much.